What's cool now, but probably won't be in 5 years. A lot of the stuff I see people doing on TikTok seems like the kind of thing you'd be embarrassed about in a few years. Probably most popular YouTubers as of now. GTA 5 hopefully by that point will actually have GTA 6 edit. Jesus Christ, thank you for all the awards and likes. I wasn't expecting this sort of response. Did you say another GTA Online DLC? First GTA 5 and now RDR 2. It sucks that Rockstar has completely given up on single-player DLC. I wish they would at least announce that they're not doing it anymore so that we don't spend months halfway anticipating it. I would kill for another Ballad of Gay Tony or Lost and Damned style single-player chapter. My toddler willingly giving me kisses. Father on 13 and 11 years. Boys here, if frequent physical affection is a normal part of your dynamic now, that hopefully won't change too much. In front of their friends my existence is a horrifying embarrassment, at home I get hug attacks all the time. Late 20s guy here and I can confirm. My dad was always affectionate towards my brother and I. I'd say I dared to hug my dad in front of my friends who knew me, but in public we'd both opt for a fist bump. When I was 18-19 my dad told me he was happy that I still hugged him, which reminded me that I've ever only seen him shake his own father's hand. Broke my heart, and I internally vowed to give him bear hugs for the rest of our lives. I love my dad, and it's important to me that he knows it. Hopefully the stupid hacks that people are coming up with. That's not a hack. STFU. One of them was showing how you can take the seeds out of a tomato, plant them and it will make more tomatoes. That's literally gardening. Farming is a life hack now. I mean, gardening is a life hack. To pre-agriculture humans. All Paleolithic girl know is hunt and gather, eat hot chip and lie. Current plastic surgery trends to meet the current IG standards. I fear for a lot of people who have had BBLs and facial surgery that the look will become outdated and permanently associated with late 2010s and early 2020s, kind of how like there are plastic surgery trends associated with the 90s 2000s. What trends associated with the 90s 2000s? Lots of women had skinny eyebrows tattooed on their faces, tattoo lip liner, overly processed bleached hair and oddly large implants. Those things are pretty tough to reverse. Those round implants too. Implants that screamed implants. I don't mind the concept of plastic surgery but do think it looks best when the desired outcome is to look natural. Plenty of celebrities have had almost every part of their face and body touched up but just look like the perfect version of themselves rather than looking like the ideal 2021 Instagram model. The best plastic surgery are the ones you don't notice. Subscribing to multiple streaming platforms. Isn't that why cable doesn't exist anymore? Edit, yes, I know it works out cheaper now. In 2024, computers, tablets and phones will be part of the broadcast license fees that we will have to pay in Ireland. So, that will cost me an extra 160 plus subscription to platforms. Cable 2.0. I have always said this is what's going to happen. Streaming will continue becoming more and more massive, until they all start buying each other out, leaving us with one. The next cable. But it's through the internet instead of cable. People will get sick of this the same way they did cable and start pirating again until something to replace cable 2.0 comes along, gets our business, and morphs into cable 3.0. Rinse and repeat. Yep this. I stopped pirating when Netflix came along. Now that everything is split up between different streaming services and regions, the logical choice is back to pirating. I do still pay for Netflix, Amazon, and Disney, but with everything being so split, and an increasing number of services popping up, I've started moving back to torrents. Also, good luck if you aren't in the correct country even when you want to pay. Bit of a joke that two big movies like Wonder Woman and the Snyder Cut weren't available worldwide at the same time since they were online releases. It is mind-boggling how much money was lost by that choice. If they had been easily available, I along with many others I'm sure would have happily paid to stream both in 4K. Instead, the best option to watch them on release was to torrent them. Decent enough 4K versions were up within 24 hours. Hopefully Facebook. I never thought it would kill MySpace, and MySpace reminds me of better times when I think of how shitty Facebook handled the last 4 years. Yay duck Facebook. MySpace was hilarious. Hey, here are 8 people I like better than you. Enjoy this Hawthorne Heights song on repeat. Maybe Ohio really is for lovers. Cut my wrists and black my eyes. The beer in my fridge. Teenage boys getting the prom undercut combo. Broccoli boy cut. Every guy at my high school had that cut, I hated it, and every girl loved it for some reason. That was last year, during my senior year. That is the signature haircut of Portland, or men have the cut, women have the cut, and even babies have it. I am pretty sure they are giving people that haircut as they get off the plane in PDX. Kind of like how they hand out lays at airports in Hawaii. Humongous butt injections. We'll just cycle back to humongous breast implants. Brazilian butt lifts, I feel like it will not age well. A lot of plastic surgeries collapse over time or have complications over time. Or the swollen lips. Actually, I don't even know when that started or if it's actually cool because it looks gross. Lip injections and butt implants. They look cartoonish. 5-day work week. That's never been cool, we just accept it. Putting emojis everywhere, especially if you're a brand trying to do buddy marketing. I received a resume that was written like that. Don't be shy, share with us. With some redaction, this is how it starts. Hi. I'm Name. I graduated from the school program degree program. I enjoy painting, thrift shopping, and meditating. Creativity and coming up with new ideas are some of my best design skills. My goal is to help create better everyday experiences for people. Oh Lord, that's cringy. Hopefully Pokemon cards, so I can finally afford to buy them again. Overly processed Instagram photos. Especially in the context of makeup and skincare. But people have been doing this since the MySpace era. A lot longer than that. Models have been airbrushed and touched up as long as there has been photography. I remember soft focus glamour shots being a thing in the 90s. Corporations trying to be weird and relatable on Twitter. Wish it would die out now. Twitter, where people try to be brands and brands try to be people. Probably not going to happen, but I really wish influencers won't be cool anymore. It is just how we brand the famous. The Kardashian family were still influencers before the word. Remember Paris Hilton having her own thing? That was well before we even thought to define influencer culture. It just is rough now because it seems slightly attainable by the average Joe. Close of any kind reject humanity, return to monkey. Fake vents in cars, if they were ever cool in the first place. Everything supreme. The shitty print text hoodies, the overpriced hats and $100 t-shirts, all of it. They've recently been purchased by VF Corporation, the company that owns North Face, Vans, Timberlands and Jansport, so they're likely not going anywhere. Half the fashion trends going on right now. I just see all these celebrities with super long nails, giant sunglasses, and outfits with really weird patterns, fabrics, and cutouts, and I know that one day we will look back on them and say, how did anyone ever think that looked good? And then those trends will be back in style in 2040, mark my words. We look back on the 2000s and say, wow, low-rise jeans? Gross. But they're on their way back into style. Just you wait. Rule of 20. Soon everyone will have their thongs peeking out of their pants again, I promise you. Daenerys and Khaleesi as girls' names. Is this really a thing? Probably not as popular as Arya and Sansa, but there are a few thousand little girls whose parents may be considering a name change. Their parents might want one, but imagine being a normal kid in school and then suddenly have your parents go, hey, we're going to change your name because we don't like it. Unless they're being bullied at school or something, they'd flip. True. Kids probably wouldn't know anything about the name anyway. It's the parents of other kids that will have the facepalm moments. The bowl cut. For some reason it came back in South Houston. Looks ridiculous. Ball dazzling your testicles. The duck. The Kardashians. We said that 10 years ago as well.